Do we not have a mod in here? Oh my God, there's no mods. Quick. Haters. Hurry up and get to it because I'm a little tired of how weak you guys are. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Sarah Crawford. I don't recognize your name. Welcome in. Hey, Vicky C. I just woke up from a nap, and you can tell because my voice sounds like I work at Jiffy Lube, and my name is Steve. Gabrielle. Dorothy, welcome in. Ghost Rider. Good for you, Ghost Rider. Hey, Tiffany Murfitt. Hey, Lenora Gray. Jennifer Ogle. Kim Leaf. Rabbit Flea. Debbie Gonzalez. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Love her. Hey, Squirrel Girl. Laura Lou. Thanks, Linz. I couldn't decide. This is a weird color, Lindsay. Coral is weird for me. I like it, but it's weird. And you don't ever know. Like I did a coral blush because I have one, which is weird that I have one. I don't pull off coral, but that looks like it needs to be blended a little bit. But the lip, it's hard to pick a lip with coral. It's just weird for me. But thanks, babe. Thank you, Squirrel Girl. Hey, Linus Well. Hey, DNV. Liz Tricks. Starlina. Ewa. I hope you're healing, my friend. Hope Renee B's better, too, if she's in here. Hey, Caroline in Canada. Buffy. Donna Cooper. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Jamie Palmer. Chicago Jane. Alana. Hello, Steve. Alana, I'm happy to see you making it in some of these. I feel like we've been missing you for a while. You travel a lot these days. Thank you, Lydia Krause. Hey, Lumen. Lumen, you know I love a ruffle. I love a ruffle sleeve. I really do. Hey, Maximus Meridius, Marsha Laird, Linda Garden Lady, Jennifer Minton. She got me this necklace, you guys, and I haven't worn it. Not on stream. I actually did wear it when I was out with my mom. But I absolutely love it. And Jennifer, I also love it with turquoise. I was like, I wonder if I could pop that with other colors. You guys know I love a necklace stack with other different just fun pops. And it's just so summery. So Jennifer, thank you again. Hey, Beachcomber. Hey, Chewini Love. Helen Baker. Angie Mo. Yeah, Angie, we got these at H&M. Remember that? I got this on the sale rack for like $5. Marie Marion. Linda Garden Lady again. Thanks, Linz. Hey, Kathy Burkhart. Laura Lou, you might say that, but you could try a pop of red. You never know. Hey, Jen Finberg. Good for you, Buffy. I love that. Diamond Lady, thank you so much. Hey, Meredith Lynn. Bohemian Luciferian Witch, you changed your name back. Let's see. Trisha Briggs. Thanks, Trisha Briggs. Hey, Jan. Thank you, Helen. Hey, Brock Bandy. Maybe more of a beige or nude lip. Mauve. I don't really do much for beige and nude on the lip. I like a pop on my lips. However, I did think like a deeper, like an aubergine, like a plum, I think would be really pretty with coral. Good for you, Meredith Land. I think I have to sneeze. Hold on. Hey, Carol, LA. I think we're about to get quite a storm. The sky is changing and it's getting weird. There's a mod. Okay, there's some mods. Never mind, haters. Sorry, I tried to give you an opportunity. I felt better yesterday and vacuumed during your live stream yesterday. Okay. All right. So maybe you're getting a little bit better. Hey, Kiki. That's good to know. Anthro is having 50% off. You think I don't know that, Ghost Rider? Anthro reaches out to me before anyone else. And they're like, hey, girl. Hey, come on, stop on by, girl. We know you. We know that you're an addict. It's a problem. But I did get some stuff in this sale, the cheapest. And I've been shopping the Anthro sales for 10 years or more. I got some shirts. I got a skirt. I got some stuff for $8, $9. Like it was marked down to like $17, $18. And then it was half off of that. That's the stuff I bought. I'm fairly excited about it. Daft Woman, Margie Barr, Marie Marion, love you girls. Reese, catch up. Yeah, me too, Donna Cupa. Let's see, Sunrise Cupcake. This is from H&M. I love H&M. They have nice, cheap stuff. Here's the thing. Okay, good, Ewa. I'm happy to hear it. Hey, what you said yesterday was really kind, and I want you to know I didn't forget. Hey, Holly. I like cheap. That's why if I shop for tops, I look for roughly summery tops, and I get them either at H&M typically or TJ Maxx. They sell stuff like this in like boutiques for $89, and that's just ridiculous. But I do look for stuff like this without a lot of prints and patterns because to me, this is classic and it will stay in style summer after summer after summer because I know what I like at this point. I'm going to be 42 in like 3 days. And oh my God, it's Tommy's birthday. I've been saying it to him all day, but I didn't say it in here. Of course, that would happen. But yeah, classic, just classic. You want to get pieces that are classic that will hold up for at least a couple of summers. Oh, it's pouring there. MJ, welcome in. Happy birthday to my love. Contouring scares the ever living out of me. I think you know that, but good for you. Hey, Anna Banana. Yeah, Lumen, I could agree with that. Good for you, Joanne Holly's getting a pizza. Um, Mama T, welcome in. Hey, Sigrid. Hey, Armine. Yeah, it's a peachy. I agree, Armine. Let's see. Linda's here. Linda Gillum is here. Two different Lindas. We want to point that out. There's Linda Gillum. Thank you, Linda Gillum. And there's Linda. Two different ladies. Mama T became a member. Thank you, Mama T. Dang. I appreciate that very much. And I just appreciate you coming back. I mean that. Thank you. So Fridays are weird. Hey, Barbara Waite. Is Tommy in here? I don't think so. However, we are doing a Colts and Crims tonight at 7:30 my time. Oh, happy birthday to your father, Margie Barr. And yes, may he rest in peace. I love that. Why is this locked? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do a thank you, Maximus. There's the thunder. I hope I don't lose power. If I do, then I'm alive. I just lost power. And you know what that's like. You know what that's about. Hydrating, Yadira, Liz Tricks. We're going to do a Colts and Crims tonight. Kind of looking forward to that. It's his birthday. Wish I was there. But we'll celebrate our birthdays hopefully in July together. So I want to talk about some things. Hey, Jackie C. My mind feels off. I feel a little bit like all over the place. I took a long nap today and I never take naps. And that's one of the reasons because I kind of go off into another universe and I wake up and I don't know what day it is. And I don't know if I'm like 4 and I missed the school bus. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't like taking naps because I truly sleep really hard. I don't do that at night, oddly enough. I just do it if I take a nap. And I feel kind of heavy in my head and I just don't know. And my voice is all deep from it, but it was great. I'm glad I did. It was worth it. Must have needed it. Hey, Jojo. I really enjoyed the stream we did yesterday with Nora. I just want to say that. Rabbit Flea, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's terrifying, though, and horrific. Hey, Alicia Johnson. I don't know if you guys were at that stream yesterday or if you caught yesterday's stream. And I just have a lot of thoughts and I process stuff verbally out loud and I have a lot of thoughts about it and I realize that not everyone wants to hear about it. I got some weird comments on my stream yesterday. I don't usually get weird comments, but I got like some obvious guys, I guess when stuff happens lately to me, and I mean lately, Ewa, it's hard to do a recap from yesterday. Honestly, it's hard to do a recap. They put a bunch of not a bunch. They put out a hate video. Marilyn put out a hate video on Tommy, and she's been attacking Tommy for a long time, so that's not really surprising. But it's surprising to me at the last minute before she put it out, Aaron Smith-Levin, hey, Debbie, posted it on his channel and said, I hope everybody goes to see this. This guy is a convict, which is odd, again, because I recapped this and said Aaron introduced Tommy to this community and knew the reason he brought Tommy on was because he was a convict. Um, I also pieced some things together. I thought it was very strange that suddenly Aaron was a part of this and wanting people to see it. But it got even more strange when she had put it up. She said, "Hey, Allie, that it wasn't for," what did she say? This is all off of you guys and Nora. Marilyn apparently said something like, this is not supposed to be for monetary use or something like that. Yet she raked in the super chats. And there's so many questions I have, right? There's so many things that don't make sense that are obvious to me. So Aaron lately has not been attacking any women directly on his channel. I think he's trying to make himself look. He's trying to let time pass of being a good boy, right? He's trying not to. Trace, thank you for your birthday card, by the way. That was very kind of you. He's trying not to look like a bad guy. So he's doing it, hey, Kim is blue, through other people. I see that very clearly. It made all the sense in the world when he directed people to go watch that yesterday. So he directed people to go watch it, and he happened to be, of course, magically in the comments and just tearing down, like being his true self. He's not being his true self on his channel because he's trying to keep his people, his big donors, I'm assuming. He's trying to keep up his image over there that he's a good guy and he doesn't have anything to do with this drama. Look, it's happening all around him, but I don't get it. Like, he said that recently. He was like, look, guys, I went to jail and there was still all this fighting. Like, obviously it's not me. He's smoke and mirroring it. He's trying to misdirect people. It's kind of bizarre. It's clear as day for me. That's why I say it's bizarre. But he went over and really said some nasty things in Marilyn's comments, and that's the real Aaron. He went to be his true self over there. He's done that before where he will hide behind other people's audiences, or he'll go on someone else's channel and be his true self. He said some really cruel and nasty things to Nora in that chat. The point is, this is all very telling, and it creates questions for me. I processed it in time yesterday with you guys about the outing, the doxing. I don't think that was an accident. I really do not believe that now. I think that he is doing some pretty bad things behind the scenes to people. I think that he is trying to control a lot of people. And I think when you don't fall in line, you become a target. I think when he said to me in his kitchen, Sterling is dead to me, he and Sterling were close. They were friends. They knew each other. It was bizarre to me, not to mention Sterling's just a great guy. And I said, I mean, he was very demonic in his kitchen as he looked at me and said it. I said, how could you hate Sterling? Why would you hate Sterling of all people? And he said, because he quit my board. He's dead to me. And I went, whoa. And he went, well, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not quitting my board. That's not, hey, Vince, that's very evil. It's very dark-hearted. That's very evil. That's control tactics. It's the whole enchilada there. It's like, he's dead to me. Oh, but you don't have anything to worry about. You're not quitting my, like, that's the real Aaron right there. Is he would screw himself to get ahead. Okay. So, hey, Nicola, that's very telling to me. And it's very telling that Aaron has real daggers for me, right? Because he is now targeting Tommy, which we all know he was behind this to begin with, right? Marilyn's not smart enough to pull this off. This is behind the scenes, behind the curtain is Aaron. But hey, Panda, I think, well, first of all, Tommy has nothing to do with their community. Did anyone notice that? Hey, Briggs, Aaron is targeting Tommy, going, everybody should see this documentary. This guy's really dangerous. He has nothing to do with, he lives in Ecuador. He does his own content. Like, he doesn't have anything to do with Aaron anymore. Again, Aaron is, So Aaron brought Tommy into this community, right? And he's got a whole playlist of his videos with Tommy because it's hundreds of thousands of views with Tommy. He brought Tommy on to explain things during the Danny Masterson trial. Interestingly enough, he's kept those up. So Tommy isn't dangerous enough for you to not support him and take down your playlist, right? You're gonna rake in the cash on it, and we're the grifters, right? By the way, I took down all my streams on Aaron over a year ago. I don't have any streams with Aaron, and I'll go back and look. But with my mods, hey, Crafty Carrie, I removed all of my videos with Aaron, right? Mainly because I don't support Aaron, but also because he was threatening, hey, King's Kid, to copyright strike people because he's ugly like that. He's really nasty like that. Hey, Beck Smith. So I don't support Aaron. I don't need to make money with Aaron. If there are any videos with Aaron, I will go remove them because I'm not in it to win it financially. I'm in it to win it with my character intact, my dignity intact, and nobody controlling me. So it's interesting to me that Aaron wants me off YouTube and hates me so much he's going to attack Tommy, right? They're going through Tommy to get to me. But it's also interesting that he's still making money off of Tommy and myself. He has an entire playlist on his channel where he's still making money on those views. So that's very telling to me. It's very odd. But the fact that he posted yesterday, go watch this, tells me everything I need to know that he's pulling the strings behind the scenes. So then I get up today. I'm a big threat. Kim is blue, clearly. I get up today and I don't think they're happy with that documentary. Hey, Marty Jewell, I don't think they got enough views. I think it's close to 3,000 views. That is not much for something that they have been promoting for a year. Marilyn has been promoting this documentary for a year. And they got 3,000 views on that. I think they were hoping for probably by today at this time, 10 to 12,000 views. So this morning I get up and Aaron had Kelly Copter repost this documentary, right? Kelly Copter, most of you don't even know who that is. I forgot she existed. She's useless. She's absolutely pointless. She shows me also who she is. Kelly Copter was nothing but nice to me, supportive. She's an ex-Scientologist and she's British. Other than that, I don't know much about her. Like she's pretty irrelevant. But he had this woman reposted on her channel this morning because I don't think it's getting the traction they wanted and were hoping for. And Kelly apparently wrote the music for the documentary and all these people like put it together. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to me that these women are showing, not Marilyn, no one cares about her. She's truly evil. But Kelly Copter is also a former Scientologist and never had an issue with me. Right? We didn't have any issues. I think, did I do a stream with Kelly? I've met her. Hey, Patty. I'm not sure if I did a stream with her, but I know I've met her. That's how much I don't remember about her. But it shows that this is a coordinated attack is what it shows. I don't care about Kelly's character at this point, other than it shows she's willing, hey, Trixie, to hate and promote hate and lies. There's a lot of lies in that I've heard. I got to go watch the whole thing. But there's a lot of, hey, MLG Gamer, there's a lot of lies. She's willing, right, to just do what her master tells her to do. This is what it's telling to me. I have no doubt that over the weekend, Natalie will probably repost this. Like Aaron's going to have people coming out of the woodwork to repost this because I don't think it got the shine that they expected it to get. Why? Because I think people are starting to go, I think it's starting to look strange. I looked in Nora's comments and there were people that were like, I don't even like Tommy, like not a Tommy fan at all, but what is going on? Like what's happening? What does this have to do with anything? The guy lives in Ecuador and he's just living his life there. He doesn't have anything to do with this community anymore. He doesn't stream with anyone. He doesn't talk to anyone in this community. Yeah, Lindsay, it doesn't make sense because it shows you who's pulling the strings, who are the puppets. It makes total sense. Hey, I rule. So Kelly pulled back when it got ugly. No, she didn't. Hey, Debbie Love and Life. Sorry to tell you that, Sophia. Kelly didn't pull back. Kelly pulled a Natalie. They're still nasty people. They're just doing it behind the scenes. So you've got the loud, obnoxious, stupid ones like Marilyn being his ventriloquist out there in the public eye. Kelly Copter is just behind the scenes doing the dirty work. She just doesn't want her face shown, right? Because she can't stand the hate. Hey, Chops World, nor can Natalie. So they're doing shit behind the scenes. Hey, Chris Crafts and Coffee. Yeah, somebody called it, I think it was Love and Life. Hey, Noelle called it a stockumentary. And I thought that was hilarious. I've never heard of that before. So I'm not going to probably continue to talk about this, but I ended yesterday after 3 hours and I didn't want to keep going. And honestly, I needed some time to process it. That was all dropped into my lap. I wasn't planning to do that content yesterday. I was planning to do content with Nora that I had planned days before all this happened. Oh yeah, she pulled back. She wasn't out of the game. Yeah. Hey, back. And it's so telling. They tell on themselves, to be honest. It's just really fascinating to me that Marilyn's been building for this for a year. 10 to 30, 45 minutes before she's debuting it, right? Aaron comes out and goes, "Oh, you guys need to see this. If you haven't seen it, this is a criminal and he's a convict and you guys should see it." Well, that was really telling that you're behind this, dude. And then it didn't get the views that you wanted. It kind of fell flat. And now Kelly Copter is promoting it, right? I see Aaron going, fuck, it didn't do as well as we thought. Kelly, quick, put it out there. I'm sure he's going to roll it out, not like one day at a time, right? He doesn't want to do it all at once. So I'm guessing Natalie, like Saturday or Sunday, is going to be like, you guys should see this. I don't see Jenna doing it. I don't really see Jenna getting involved in that. Like, she doesn't know Tommy. None of them know Tommy, sadly. But Jenna seems a little bit classier to me than that. I mean, I'd be surprised if she did. Yes. Aaron is trying hard to get the attention off of him and onto Tommy. But why? Because Aaron hates me. He hates me. Aaron did not expect me to still be here, to have a channel he thought that it would go down to like probably 2,000 subs. That was a horribly done video. See, I haven't watched it. I know that they're deleting hate comments left and right. I saw a bunch of hate comments and they were gone, right? Like just comments of people that were like, what is this? What are you doing? Some of them weren't even hateful. Anita Card left a really kind comment. She was like, you realize this isn't doing anything. And this doesn't do anything. Guess who it affects? Me. This doesn't affect Tommy. Hey, Caitlin. Tommy doesn't go look at that stuff. Also, Tommy isn't a part of the SPTV Scientology community. Tommy's 32,000 subscribers are not Aaron's. Tommy's people are going, who is Aaron? I don't know anything about this. So it's not affecting him. He's not losing subs. No one cares, right? Hey, Erica. I know. I love that for you, Erica. It's not getting the blowback. It's not reaching Tommy. But I don't think it was meant to reach Tommy. Honestly, I don't think that Aaron's trying to tear down Tommy's channel. He would love to, but I don't think that that's the... I don't trust any of them, Lumen. I just don't see Jenna putting it out. If she does, she does. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past her. I just don't really... It doesn't like... feels non sequitur to me. I feel like he would tell Jenna to do it and Jenna would be like, Why? Like, it doesn't, I don't know. She totally might. And again, I think they can get Congress to put it out. It doesn't seem to be making a difference. However, Aaron is doing it because you do too well and you are friends with Nora and Lindsay. Something is coming out that he doesn't want you three to talk about. 100%. Beck, you are really pretty. Wow. Oh, that was the other thing, and I'm not going to play this because I don't want to get copyright stricken by Marilyn. No, Lenora Gray. Lindsay sent me a clip of something that Marilyn had said in that documentary yesterday, and she said someone asked about my mods. Damn, I wish I could play it because I can't remember now. It's all about illusion and innuendo. Like there was no proof. This was very, very strange. This is just a side note. I forgot about it. Yeah. So they asked about my previous mods, they meaning her chat. And Marilyn said, like, oh, yeah, like it's dangerous. Oh, I know what she said. Tommy has previous mods that are, she said, quote, terrified to talk. Terrified, right? Terrified. Hey, Copper, we use the word terrified. Yeah, I saw that Who, What, Where Now. But there's no evidence of any of this. It's the clip Nora sent. You can play it on your phone and not get a copyright strike. Are you sure? Now I'd have to go way back, Lindsay. Is there any way? Oh, here. I don't want to play this. So does he think that you are his competition, like for money and views? That's a great question. Hey, Hope, that's one of the reasons we're talking about it. That's one of the reasons we're talking about it, because I really am kind of trying to piece this together. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, Lindsay, I don't know that I should, but basically Marilyn said Reese has former mods who she just trashed and just drugged through the mud, and they're just these sad sack victims, and they can't get over life. But then she said Tommy has these people who modded for him who are just terrified to speak out. Can we get some, like, do you have any receipts on that? Like, do you have anything to show for that? That's called innuendo and placing fear into people, but there's no proof. So ex-cons aren't allowed to have a YouTube. Joyce, I don't know. Hey, Kathleen, I guess there's so many questions for me about this. It's obvious, right? The main thing is it's misdirecting. They're misdirecting. There's something that they don't want us to see, which I'm not trying to go see. I don't care about Aaron enough to go digging around Aaron's life. He screams guilty and he screams abusive. Like, he is very, very, very unhealed. I would go so far as to call him a narcissist based on all the things I've seen about narcissists. Yeah, he has a raging temper. Yeah, spreading misinformation, Angie Mo. But to say that there are people out there that are like afraid to speak out about Tommy, have you sent them to the police by chance? Like, that sounds dangerous. Have you done anything, like, instead of taking it to YouTube, have you done anything kind of like what we did on Huxley, right? Like, coming out, doing a stream, crying and screaming, saying he's in danger, he's naked on camera. Why did you do a stream and make money on that? Why didn't you call the proper authorities if you really believed that? That's what I mean. So there's that. Like, she's obviously like enhancing and exaggerating, right? Trying to make it bigger than it is without any proof. I think it's his ego that he has been able to take you, Nora, and Lindsay down. Oh, yeah. The three of you teaming up makes you very powerful. That's why he divided you from each other early on. That's a great point. He tried to make me hate Lindsay for sure. He called me up and was like, this bitch is crazy. Don't talk to her. She's a drug addict, drunk, junkie. He said all that stuff to me about Lindsay before I had ever met her. And I was like, well, I'll make up my own mind about that. Like, I don't even think I'll end up meeting her, right? That was kind of what I thought is like, when he did that, yeah, Alana, he's a very damaged person. When he did that, that was when anybody does that, I've told you this. If anybody says to you, like, you don't want to know that person, trust me. Now I want to know them and I'm questioning your character. I never believe people who spill the tea. Like, I don't go sit with women who do that and like band together hating someone. And that's the other thing is, you're right. I must be a threat. If you've got to get all your friends on board to hate me, if you've got to get a group of people together to try to take me down, there must be something you're pretty afraid of. Honestly, there must be, right? Hey, Maria, thank you. Hey, Lenny Bug, his temper scares you. It should scare you, right? I mean, I think that's what's interesting too is we've all seen the clip of Aaron throwing a woman into a building. We've also heard from her mouth, Jenna saying that he abused her physically, violently. Why is Kelly Copter coming out going, you need to watch this? Aaron told me to tell you to say that. Like your friend also, Dan, the breaking news man, good to see you. Your friend is a violent person to women. Now that's Kelly's business, honestly. Like that's if these women want to group together and like support someone who's known to be violent to women, right? Didn't he do something to Sky Daly, Hulk Hogan's widow? He like went into a bar and was very, very agitated with her and called her a cunt. Like I don't know why Aaron presents as having clean hands. He's very abusive to women. Like that's a known fact. Isn't he charged with battery? I wonder that too, just curious. Isn't he charged with hasn't he been charged with battery? Like it is a known fact that Aaron is aggressive and abusive. I'm kind of shocked that these women are running to the camera to be like, look at Tommy. Tommy's in Ecuador and he doesn't talk to anyone. So pick someone else. But it's not about Tommy. It's not about Tommy. It's about me. It has everything to do with me, right? They're trying to take me down through Tommy. He's about punishing people. I think that's absolutely true. He thinks he's untouchable, and maybe he is. Maybe he is. But he doesn't have any power over here. And the only thing I'm doing by doing this stream is I'm just verbally processing. I don't have, I'm not reading a script like some of his friends do. I don't have talking points. I just think this is very telling. I think this is a good thing, to be honest. I think that thank you, Dan. I think everything is about Tommy because he's our birthday boy. He's our special birthday boy. Love you, honey. Happy birthday. We're going to stream in 2 hours. I don't know why Aaron doesn't get a divorce. I asked him that in his kitchen and he said it had to do with taxes. I have no idea if that's true. Love you, Hope. So, Aaron lost 1,000 subs yesterday. Did he really, though? Let's face it. I think these subs are being bought. The subs don't match the view counts. Like, I don't think that he's gaining in subs. I think he's buying subs. Hey, P. Taylor. Hey, Astrid. Welcome over. Hey, while you guys are in here, will you please look and see if you're subscribed? He's very much a Scientologist, Copper. It's not that shocking. It's not that interesting. The other thing is, that could be Vicky C. That could be. Although I think Natalie's channel is bigger than mine, so that's not entirely true. Hey, Autistic Margot, welcome in. Okay, Lynn. Wow. I don't know if he's buying them. I just assume he's buying them because he can't, like, he has to clickbait the shit out of things to get 500 people into a chat. A channel, hey, Ruth Anna, a channel that has 256,000 subscribers. His people in a live chat lately are, okay, honey, his people in a live chat lately are 200, 300, 400. That doesn't match or add up. And he has to really clickbait stuff now. 7:30 Trace Central Time. Like he's like all capitalizing his titles and he's saying things like, oh, it's on now, or It's a war. This means war, and he's getting 3 or 400 people. So that tells me a lot too as far as his, and I don't know, guys, I'm not, don't come at me about numbers. I'm not a genius when it comes to that. I just am seeing what I see. And what I see is I have a little tiny channel, and a lot of the times we get the same amount of people in our live chats lately. Something isn't adding up there. Uh Natalie is on his board. Yes. Right. Who, what, where now. Yeah, I try very hard not to clickbait things unless it is something that deserves to be clickbaited and I want people to come in. Otherwise, I don't do that because I just don't think it's fair to an audience to be like, what's this going to be about? And then it's like nothing. And that's what he's doing. Uh so I think that this has everything to I'm here because I wanted to talk about it openly with you guys, but also just it makes me like I got a bunch of hate that I thought was very telling as well. I just think it's interesting that Aaron is getting people to go watch this documentary. And then he goes into the live chat of the documentary, trashing the shit out of people. But then he jumps back onto his channel and he's like, I'm a really good person and I'm exposing Scientology. He's two faced. He's literally two different people, right? I'm going to clear my throat. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Lumen. The other thing that was odd is, uh, hang on, I'm going to also blow my nose. Yeah, Jojo, his views are tanking. Hey to Neil Brown. And yesterday, Nora, his charity doesn't do anything. It's a fake charity. That's the other thing. He started a charity. It's a spite charity because he was so pissed at Mike Render and Claire Headley for kicking him off his own board that he had come up with. So it's like, this is just, it's a pattern. We're seeing it, right? We're seeing it in real time. This is what this person does. I left his board and he has not let that go. So over time, he's been doing the slow, long, like trying to take me down, just little jabs through his channel, but then through other people's channels, he's really trying. Um, Sweet Potato Princess, I agree. Let's see. Someone left me some just strange comments. That's not what I'm looking for. I just would love to. So someone said, I'm sure I will be deleted because I make too much sense. It's obvious you should get a real job till your son is out of your house. It's not all about you. Get off YouTube, then drama queen. You have a son that should be protected from this. Like, obviously, those are people that Aaron sends over. And I left those comments up, right? I thought it was really strange. Deb Unfiltered came back, and I thought that was also really weird, but I'm not going to read her comment because it was the exact same comment that she left on the other channel. But Aaron doesn't like strong women. Yeah, it's clear that Aaron hates women. Like, I have no doubt. If you just go think about, hey Sandy, if you just think about, I don't know if all of you saw what Jenna put out when they broke up. It was heartbreaking, the things that he was doing to her, the things that he was saying to her. He was getting physical with her. That, I'm sorry, but that doesn't just go away. That doesn't just go away. The woman he threw into the building in LA, that doesn't just sweep under the rug, right? The way he's spoken about his mother, he hates his mother. He told me that. That doesn't just sweep under the rug. These are all problems that are bubbling over and building. And then you see someone on the internet you don't like. Yeah, Deb Unfiltered is horrible. He's very, Alana, intimidated by strong women. And look at, so this is also very telling. Look at the women he surrounds himself with now. Does that tell you anything? Marilyn is a bow down and take it. I'll do whatever you say, master woman, right? She's doing every single thing he's telling her to do. Jenna doesn't seem to be speaking up for herself these days, although I don't want to get involved in Jenna stuff because I don't know Jenna, but she doesn't seem to be pushing back. And I hope that she does at some point, but that's her business. Natalie definitely bows down and just whatever you say, whatever you do. And I'm sure at any time here in the near future, she'll be streaming with him on his channel. Natalie is another one who just, yes, sir, whatever you say. Kelly Copter, obviously, right, is a little robot for him and came out of the woodwork. She hasn't been seen or heard from in however long, but she comes out to go, hey, everybody, go look at this documentary because Aaron told me to, right? Hey, Amy Edge. So look at the women, look at the passive women that he hangs around, right? Versus the women that he hates and he's trying to burn to the ground. 3 outspoken women, right? Lindsay, me, Nora. We're speaking out, therefore we must be destroyed. We did not fall in line, therefore we are a target. It's very simple. It's also very Scientology. This is extreme, what you call fair gaming in Scientology. You didn't do what I said, therefore you will be destroyed. And if it takes me years and years and years to do it, you will be destroyed. And that's what he's doing. And he's not going to accomplish that at all. Who he can't control, he hates. Nancy nailed it. Yes. Who he cannot control, he hates. Sterling is a great example of that, right? Like Sterling was he's not combative. He doesn't fight with people. Sterling is an excellent example of that. Sterling walked away from his board in a very classy way. I don't know if Aaron put it out, but he just said, I'm not going to be on this board anymore. I don't agree with what you're doing. Sterling didn't come out flipping out and calling him names, right? But oh boy, right? Sterling had to be taken off the internet. We had to make sure Sterling had no heartbeat when it was all said and done. And that's what happened. And he said to me in his kitchen, he's fucking dead to me. And I was like, why? Because he quit my board. Whoa. Who he can't control, he hates. And for those that can't see that, I do think that's strange. But that's something you have to work out in your own time. Thank you for your super chat, Nancy. That was very kind of you. Baby Stuff says, running around but listening. Revenge charity is such a descriptive term. Love you too. I hate the overuse of the word misogynist, but it does apply to Aaron. He's scared of quality, strong women. Yeah, I think that's very clear at this point, just because of his by his own admissions, right? Like yesterday, what he did. I think he's telling on himself for sure. He's telling on himself. I think that, hey, Susie, I've never seen Sterling do anything, and yet they did a hate campaign on Sterling. They did. They said, I didn't watch the whole thing, but they said he was like really ugly and a terrible person. And yeah, Aaron had to make sure. If you notice, everybody's been removed from YouTube. These people left YouTube. Mike Brown, I haven't seen him on YouTube. Liz Ferris is gone. She comes into the chat. She doesn't stream. Serge gone, Sterling gone. Like you don't think that Aaron had anything to do with that? He did hate on all of those people. And Nora and Lindsay and I are the 3 left that he is aiming for. And I say, take your best shot. You tried yesterday and it was a flop. It was an absolute flop. That got like 3,000 views, right? I don't think it hit like he thought it was going to hit. I'm pretty sure he said, I'm the king. If I tell people to go watch this, they'll go watch it. Nobody watched it. Nobody cared. And the people who hate Tommy even said, this is stupid. What does Tommy have to do with anything? Think about that for a minute. Yeah, he definitely attacked Liz Gale, but she's still on the internet. She's still on YouTube. Think about that for a minute. What does Tommy, this is years later, what does Tommy have to do with Aaron? Why are you telling people to go watch that? You brought him out onto your channel and platformed him. You're still making money on the videos with him. Yeah, people in his chat, that's right. They were like wishing death and weird stuff, like to the judge, his judge, that he was being charged with battery for. They were like getting people to attack the judge, and that was really ugly too. But we are resilient for sure, Sophia. It's just, guys, this is all I'm trying to do is say this is a real pattern that I think is worth looking at. Am I going to start doing content every day on Aaron Smith Levin? I would rather stick needles into my eyes. I think he is a worthless, horrific person. I think he is ugly, ugly, nasty. And I think the truth will absolutely come out one day from people who are very close to him who can speak to this stuff. I have no doubt in my mind that eventually people who really, really, really know him well will speak. I think it's a matter of time. I don't think it's if, I think it's when. Probably Allison. Yeah, Jenna has been involved in a lot of that stuff. I don't know Jenna, but Liz Gale was good friends with Jenna. So that was their thing. I don't speak to Jenna a lot, not because I'm afraid to speak to Jenna a lot. I just can't speak to things I don't know. And I know what I've seen when she's live streamed, like we've all seen. I can speak to that. I can't speak to her private life. I can't speak to, what's going on behind the scenes with Jenna. I don't want to do that. And I don't really want to speculate because I don't know her. And I think it's shitty to pretend like I know. That's something Marilyn would do, right? Marty Jewel, no, I think Marilyn is making another documentary as well. I hope she makes 35 more. Like, it just puts her character, hey, Haggis, it puts her character on full display. What happened to lawyer friend Zach? Gone. Off the board. Look what he did to Liz Gale's husband. And now Liz Gale's husband is now suing Aaron. Yeah, he is a shitstorm. And yet he somehow still tries to paint this picture that all of these people are the bad ones and he's just the good one marching forward, right? Astrid, I don't, Poe on the go. I don't know a lot about that guy, but apparently he's not around anymore. I hope karma will hit Aaron in the face, Reese. Astrid, I don't think there's any way it won't. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think this guy has created so much drama and lies. What about the guy who was into that special therapy? I don't know. I know Mitch Brisker he attacked. I really truly, he's the Johnny Somali of Scientology. He has gone so far and he has ripped into so many people and he has trashed so many people. It's a matter of time. That's how I look at that. Hey, Mischief, Jamie Mustard. Okay. Yeah. Aaron hates Jamie Mustard. Aaron also hates Andrew Gold, right? Like Andrew Gold and Aaron were friends and now he fucking hates Andrew Gold, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, he's like fizzled out every single person. Mike Rinder, friends, hated now. Claire and Mark Headley, they were friends forever. Now they're the devil, right? Like and I couldn't tell you if they are or aren't. I'm not friends with Mark and Claire Headley. I wasn't friends with Mike Rinder. But what I'm saying is, I don't need to know the ins and outs of this. It's telling. It's obvious. It's clear. There's a whole list of people, yes, that he is the common denominator. He has started all this shit, and then he comes on streams and puts on the tears and says, these people did this to me, right? Remember when he trashed the shit out of that woman in LA and like cried about it? He called me bawling about that. And he was like, and I had to do what I had to do. And I got away from her. And I had no idea he threw her into a brick wall. That is on film. You can see it. He threw the woman into a brick wall. And all of the Aaron supporters, I was reading a comment. Was it from George Massey, I think? He defended that, him throwing the woman into a brick wall. He was like, that's taken out of context. And how do you take out of context violently throwing a woman into a wall? I did an interview with Andrew Gold, yes. He also, think about the people who attacked all these people for Aaron as well. So Aaron set his sights on and hated Sterling and Poe on the Go and Mike Brown and all these people. Guess who went after them for him? Marilyn. Guess who got added to that list? Me and Tommy, Lindsay, Nora. Do you see the trickle down effect? Like he started this shit, and then Marilyn started coming after me, coming after. What about Dodge? Again, Dodge to me is like Tommy. What do they have to do with anything? And yet you attack the shit out of him. You show up where Dodge is sitting in a chair at Cracker Barrel talking to his mother, smoking a cigarette, and Marilyn and her disgusting group of weirdos came up and just attacked Dodge sitting in a chair. They had to hold George Massey back from attacking him. And these are the people who are the good ones, right? So again, it's like he sets his sights, he aims, he fires a little bit, very, very carefully. And Natalie does it too, and Kelly does it too. But then Marilyn goes after people. It's very obvious. The good thing is, like I said yesterday, time is starting to tell. You can see. Now we can see way too many similarities. There's way too many people that this has all happened to. And you're just going to go, well, there's an excuse for all of it. It's the title of the stream. If you don't fall in line, you become a target. You're a target if you don't fall in line with Aaron Smith Levin. I assure you that's what's happening. And I assure you that I will continue to march forward, and he can continue to do hate stuff on me. It's not going to work. I don't care. And I have become extremely it's become more personal for me with Aaron now since yesterday, because I truly in my heart believe that Aaron outed me on purpose. A lot of the quality left. Oh yeah. It makes me happy some are at least popping into yours, Nora and Lindsay's stream, adding to the unity of the good. Absolutely. Look at the caliber of people left in Aaron's circle. That's exactly what we're saying. There's so much to talk about here, but baby steps, you're absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. Where is that? Did I make? Oh yeah, I made a list. Leah Remini, Juliana, Mike Headley, Claire Headley, Christy, who was on his board, who quit, Mike Rinder, Mark Headley, Amy Scobie, Matt Scobie, Lindsay, Nora, Tampa B, Liz Gale, Liz Ferris, Laura FM, Sterling, Serge, Mike Brown, Jenna, Dusty, Andrew Gold, Dylan, your lawyer friend Zach, Reese, Poe on the go, Dodge. That's a long list of people. That's a long list of people who just magically are enemies of Aaron. Oh, I missed it? I'm so sorry, Joanne. There you are. I'm sorry. When I get into talking about something like this, the chat flies and I apologize. I said it on Lindsay's stream last night. He left Scientology, but Scientology never left him. He proves that every day. Hey, Eric. And Tori. Tori is a huge person to add to that list. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Joanne Hawley. It's a great point. Hey, Sharon, no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that he has not left Scientology. He still is a practicing Scientologist. Thank you for your super chat. I'm sorry I missed it. Yeah, Kells Bells. There's just so much. Serge was on that list. Yeah, there's so much. Oh my God, Lindsay, wow. Wasn't Serge on this list? Yeah, he's on my list. I read it. But it became personal for me yesterday. See, I don't do drama stuff, and I'm not trying to do a ton of like, let's connect the dots. You can do that yourself. You guys are very smart. You can figure this out. And if you're still on the side of Aaron, you're still on the side of Aaron. I don't need to make a documentary about the guy, is what I'm saying. I see what I see. But it became a problem more, and it became more personal for me yesterday. He hates gay people. Erie forever. Aaron hates gay people. He's told me that. It became a problem yesterday when I really realized that yesterday. Guys, I pieced that together, and it makes total sense to me that he outed me intentionally. That's also a pattern, I would say, of his, where he uses people up. And then if he can't use you anymore, what's he going to do with you? Usually he just discards you. And he ended up doing that with me, right? But not before he doxed my identity. Chris Shelton. Was he a former Scientologist? I don't know. I know the name. I don't know who he is. Yeah. And he did do that. This is true. I used to follow Aaron until I saw that video of him shoving that girl into the wall, then blamed the victim. Well, he did that to Jenna. He did it to Lindsay, right? He called me trashing Lindsay before I ever met her. And I thought, why is he doing this? Hey, Nurse Teal. I did. And I thought, why is he doing this? I thought that while we were on the phone together. I thought, why is he trashing this woman that he's been sleeping with whilst being married? Hey, Neptunes. And like he had to make sure. Oh, okay, Alana, I didn't know that. He had to make sure that like I hated Lindsay before I could even know who she was. He called me saying how terrible she was and what a shit starter and how she's going to come out saying all kinds of crazy shit. And he used the word crazy probably 20 times. He was like, she's absolutely crazy. She's nuts. He loves to say that about women. She's nuts. Hold on just a second. Can you explain how someone can support you and Aaron the way he behaves toward you? I mean, that's a good question. I'm gonna star your question, Sassy. By the way, hi, Sassy. Hey, Lisa, that's a good question, Renee B. Why can someone support me with the way he behaves toward me? So support us both. It's hard for me to speak for other people, so I don't really want to answer that for other people. If I had to come up with an answer for that, Renee B, I think that there are a lot of, and I'm going to say women, because I don't really have a lot of men on my channel. There's a lot of women out there that have a soft spot. Hey, Alicia, that have a soft spot for Aaron. I think that there's a lot of older, probably women type. And I say older because they're more motherly and they feel sorry for him. Yeah, Lindsay, they feel sorry for him. There's some kind of a weakness there. Maybe they have a son that can't, that's similar. I think that there are people who go, why can't you see through the blinders of this guy's bullshit, of anybody, not just Aaron? And then like there are people that go, well, I feel sorry for him. I feel like, he's the underdog. And I don't know. That's my answer to your question. I don't know, other than I think that there are people out there that just go, but he's done so much to help Scientology. There's something that pulled on their heartstrings and they can't see past that. It's not my job to get people to see through that. Like, it's telling a smoker those things are going to kill you. You're going to get lung cancer. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, guys. I'm not here to go, look, hate him with me. Like that's what they do, right? That's what they do. That's their whole tactic. And they're smoke and mirrors. Like, look at Reese and Tommy. You've got to get away from these people. I'm not trying to take people away from Aaron. You'll see it when you see it, if you see it, right? Sassy, let's see what you said. Curious, do you feel you need to defend yourself because people in chat also follow them? I stopped watching all that after the first attacks. I wish you love and strength. Do I feel I need to defend myself because people in chat also follow them? Like in this chat? I don't think we have too many people in this chat that follow Marilyn and me. I think we have some people in this chat who are Aaron supporters and Reese supporters. No, I'm not. I don't feel like they're not attacking me. I would feel the need to defend if someone were attacking me. No, nobody in the chat's attacking me. So no, again, I don't have a problem with people who follow Aaron. Love you, Erica, and follow me. That's not, I'm secure in myself and I feel I don't need to defend or try to get people away from Aaron. I know that I offer good content over here. I know I love my channel and I know that my channel is going to keep going and the people who love me are going to stay with me. That's how I feel. I don't feel like I need to defend from anything. You don't see me going through whatever this crazy documentary is to try to debunk stuff, right? Like I don't need to speak to that. the truth pretty much has shown you throughout the 3 years of this channel. If you wanna go believe that I'm a criminal, con artist, liar, fraud, blah, 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 thank you, Sassy. I wish you well, right? Those guys on the other side are so insecure with themselves, right? They're so uncomfortable that they have to react to every little thing. Aaron is this big. He has no power, right? He has 3 women who have to defend and fight for him, but he also has no power. He finds little me, little relatable Reese with 18,000 subs a threat. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know the answer to that. And I'm not worried about the answer to that. I will continue to march forward on this channel, right? Those that leave, leave. That's a newfound confidence and ability in myself that I didn't have a year ago. I used to worry about the numbers and go, "Oh my God, I'm losing subs and damn, they're putting out all this hate on me." I used to think that way, like, shit, that sucks. I don't feel that way anymore. New people will come, other people will leave, hate will hate, and the truth will start to kind of be on full display. Patterns are very important to recognize. This is a full on display pattern. What he did yesterday by saying, "Hey, everybody, go watch this," and it's not that he said, "Hey, everybody, go watch this." That was already like a tipping point for me. I was like, why are you afraid of Tommy, Aaron? Like, what are you scared of? You're scared of Tommy? You haven't talked to Tommy in what, 3 years? He has nothing to do with you. What are you worried about? Oh, you're behind this. But his behavior was the real Aaron in Marilyn's comments, and that was on full display, and I loved every second of that. Now, I didn't see it. Nora was reading off his comments in Nora's chat where I was, but his words were on full display. Him saying, "Is Nora going to go to hell this week with her father who has passed away?" I know I'm smiling right now. That's a sick comment, but it's a beautiful comment to show who this person is. And if you can't see how evil and disgusting and Scientological that comment is, that is a pure Scientology comment. Scientologists are trained very hardcore to attack. It's called, this is LRH words, attack, never defend. And LRH says in the reference about fair gaming, attack their character, plant seeds of doubt, lie as much as you have to lie. Call them a pedophile, call them a predator, call them a rapist. Do whatever you have to do. Even if none of those things are true, do it hard. Do it really hard and kill it till there's no pulse left. That's what LRH trained us to do. I don't believe in those tactics anymore. Therefore, I don't do it. You see it creep out every once in a while. Absolutely. Yes, Trisha Briggs. Absolutely. I still have behaved that way over the years. You've seen me say some pretty ugly things. That's 100% my training, and I take responsibility for it. Hey, Joel Saxon, I'm trying to work very hard to not be that person because it's ugly and I don't believe in Scientology. I don't believe in those tactics. It's wrong. But I'm going to blow my nose again. Destroy utterly. Destroy, destroy, destroy. So that's what you saw yesterday. You saw his full Scientology on full display. And the reason I'm smiling is because I don't have to try to portray him to be anything. It's clear who he is and who he has never, ever changed from. He's still a Scientologist and he's still practicing, right? So to say, is Nora in hell with her dead father yet? Or is she going to hell this week? Love you too, Neptunes. And thank you for supporting me. Is Nora, he said, going to hell this week to be with her father in hell? He is exposing himself, Sophia. That, I don't care who you are, is a dangerous, cruel, disgusting comment. And guess who talks like that? The Nazi fellas. Those guys talk like that. They talk like that hardcore. Marilyn talks like that. But guess who else talks like that? Trained Scientologists. Aaron plays very dirty. He just doesn't do it directly on his channel because he doesn't want to lose his big donors. He has some very classy women who give him a lot of money. He doesn't want to talk trashy like that to their faces on his channel. And most of those women don't watch Marilyn, right? I've had a lot of them email me. That's how I know this. So they support Aaron, but they don't support Marilyn. So he knows that he's safe to go over there and act like an absolute ass and evil to the core and say really nasty things, right? And show his true colors. Then what? He jumps back onto his channel the very next day and goes, "Hey, come see, I'm going to do an interview on the man that I've been helping through my foundation." He's two different people. He's two different masks. He's Jekyll and Hyde, and it's starting to swirl together and people are seeing it. He's very, very disingenuous. No, to Neil Brown. 86 GOP, I don't know who that is. I know that was a guy that gave Nora a bunch of money in her chat, and I always wished that he would come over and super chat the shit out of me, but I don't know who he is. I've heard he's OSA or something like that. Love you too, Jeannie Hansen. So he is a mess, Love and Life. I think it was you, Love and Life, that called it a stockumentary, and that was hilarious. But that's my question. What does Aaron have to do with any of this? If he says he doesn't have anything to do with this. Do you see what I'm saying? This all ties back to Aaron. All of this hate, all of this ties back to Aaron. And to be honest, Aaron, so I'm a bad guy. I'm this grifter. I'm this scam artist. Aaron brought me here. Aaron platformed me. Aaron outed me and destroyed my life at the time. It ended up working out wonderfully and for the best. But at the time, Aaron absolutely uprooted and disrupted my entire life. So same with Tommy. Aaron brought Tommy on and into this community because he wanted to showcase him as a convict. And now Aaron is directing people to go watch a documentary because Tommy is a dangerous convict. But he's still making money on Tommy's streams and my streams. See, there are things he doesn't want you to see or know about. And he banks off of my trauma. Yes. He messed up my life for clicks and views. He exploited him. Yeah, Nurse Steel. How many of you, I'm just curious, can you please check to make sure you are subscribed, by the way? I'm curious, would you be willing to do this? Just because I'd like to know your thoughts on this. Give your thoughts, but also just tell me. And I really want you to answer this honestly. Don't do it because I'm saying it. Okay, I want you to really piece it together with your own thoughts, your own everything. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that he doxed me, if he outed me intentionally, if you don't think it was an accident. Hey, Nanny Carrie, I'm very curious to know if I'm nuts here, if I'm crazy, if that doesn't seem right. My intuition is usually pretty good, but I didn't go off of my intuition until now because I've had all kinds of evidence now to piece together. I did not ever think that until just yesterday. 86 Joe P said to give this to you. That's hilarious. Oh my God. That's funny. I love this chat so much. You guys are hilarious. I think you are so funny. Hey, Gail Graham. I don't recognize your name. Thank you. Ooh, where now for your super chat? That's really funny. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Now, I thought that from the beginning before I knew who you were. Wow. It clearly seems to be all about views and money. Yeah, Kim is blue. I mean, I trust you a lot on your thoughts on things like this, and coming from you, that tells me a lot. I'm not sure, but he's tried to use it to his advantage. I think the story intrigued him for his clicks and views. I don't know if he did it on purpose. However, I don't think he cared if you did get doxxed. Yeah, I don't think he cared at all. I mean, that was very evident. For all of you who saw that interview, that was very evident that he didn't care. He just wanted to do the interview. I'm guessing he did. I'm a newcomer and really have never watched this dude. I know Neptunes and I knew that, but thank you for weighing in on it. What does anyone have any thoughts as to why you might think that? I'm just curious because again, I am just now putting it together, which I think is wise. I think it would not have been wise to do this or think this way like a year or two ago. I think it needed to unfold organically, and it has. Well, Gail, welcome in. You must not talk much in the chat. I'm happy to see you. Hey, Diana, you see what I'm saying? I needed this time and the evidence to stack up. His pattern of behavior has been the exact same toward a lot of women. He's been extremely abusive for years, and now I see it. Absolutely, Anna Banana. Yeah, his motives are clear now, Trixie. He's sinking by his own behavior, his own admissions, his own behavior. Aaron is absolutely screwing himself. He is sinking, he's going down. He's not doing well, and I guarantee you he is raging when he's not on camera. Do you think for 1 second he doesn't flip the fuck out when he's live like I am right now and he has 330 people watching? And Battles, I haven't opened it, but yes, I did receive an email. Do you think that he's not losing his shit? A year or two ago today, Aaron would have been live with 1,200 people watching easily. He used to have 1,600 people watching pretty regularly, right? When he would do those Friday night protests, he had tons of people watching. Now he goes live and he has the same number I have right here. He's got 200 or 300 people watching. I agree with that, Tiffany Murfitt. Alana says, I've always thought that it wasn't an accident. He used you for insider info until he thought he could use you more if you were out. He was looking for sensational interviews. Hey, Jenny Jin Jin. Hey, Abdazzle. Isn't that wild? No, who, what, where now? Isn't that wild to you guys? That's wild to me. Reese, he had Marilyn release a hate video on you while you have been live. Marilyn is going to continue to release hate videos on me until Marilyn no longer has a YouTube channel. And who knows about that. Guys, this is all it's an op. Thank you, Alana, for your point of view on that and for your super chat. This is what I'm saying. I actually I kind of hope they keep doing this because we will continue to see it. I mean, am I crazy? I see what I see. This is absolutely clear to me what's going on. It's really obvious to me about Marilyn at this point. Marilyn openly admitted to Nora and said, Reese never came for me first. Reese never came for me. Guys, that's very telling. That's all you need to know right there. I never said a bad thing about Marilyn. Marilyn was told to attack, right? She said it out of her own mouth. Sometimes they do gaslight so much that I'm like, am I crazy? Like, am I not? We're all seeing this, right? Yeah, Silver Lining, he definitely used me for clicks and views, and they still use me for clicks and views. Natalie uses me for clicks and views, or did, right? We'll see if she still does. Aaron does here and there, but Marilyn really, really, really uses me for clicks and views now, as well as her racist friends. I love that Aaron is so put out that Reese, Nora, and Lindsay are friends. He's really pissed. So that's the other thing. Good point, Abdazzle. Just take a look at that. Look at how much the heat and the hate has turned up since we formed an alliance. Ooh, that's interesting. I hadn't even looked at it like that. Look at this is so amazing to me. If you watch timelines, it fascinates me. Love you too, Hope. Take a look at that. Hey, Krusty Rabbit Hole. I do too. He says, I like the title. I truly believe that's what's happening. I do too. I would put everything on it that's what's happening. Abdazzle, it's so true. Michelle. Hey, baby angel, it's so true. Look at there's some major milestones. Like if we went back and looked, but look at this one. Nora, Reese, and Lindsay get together. And look at how much, like, now we got a documentary out. Now they're attacking Lindsay, right? They're calling her Zanny Nanny and the womb raider, which is the most disgusting thing on earth to say. Women are clearly the issue. Kim is blue, clearly the issue. I just think this is fascinating that the second me, Nora, and Lindsay got together, it was like, turn it up, turn it loud. And that's what they're doing. And what else did they say about Tommy? They said that Tommy is the ringleader of the three of us. That's another lie that they put out there, right? Remember when I streamed with Tori? The hate turned up with Aaron, right? He came out swinging and he said, what did he say? He was like, Reese is taking advantage of Tori. She's manipulating Tori. We've got to put a stop to this. Her mods are taking over Tori. Remember that? So every time I form some kind of an alliance with, oh no, a female, he fucking loses his shit like a 3-year-old in the toy aisle, right? It's very telling. See, this is so exciting. This is the kind of stuff I love to unpack. I'm doing it right now and it helps to do it with you guys. Lindsay, do you hear what I'm saying? This is so accurate. It's dead on, right? He lost his shit when the three of us it's so true. Meanwhile, Tommy is doing yoga sitting on the beach. It's true. They're putting out they're throwing, hey Karina, everything at the wall. They're throwing the kitchen sink in, and Tommy's like, hey, Amy M. It's so true. Tommy is living his best life on the beach doing fucking yoga. Do you remember when he melted down? He texted Tori while I was live with Tori. Are you guys hearing this? This is true. Aaron texted Tori while I was live with her and said something to the degree of, and I think it was almost verbatim, I see you're working with the enemy. Why are you streaming with her? And then Tori was like, Reese is a friend of mine. And he lost his shit and came out making up this whole weird, bizarre, fabricated story of Reese and her mods are like going after Tori's bank account, going after Tori's channel. I wasn't sure what I was going after. He said I was going after Tori, and he said he was like teary-eyed, and he was like, we have to put a stop to this. Reese is going after Tori. We have to protect Tori. She's the OG. Reese is gonna annihilate Tori. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I pulled back from Tori. I was like, I don't want to, hey Marissa Martin, if I can help it, like, I don't want more hate toward Tori. I don't want him abusing and badgering Tori. So I was like, okay, I love Tori, but I just was like, I don't want to be harmful to her. Like, if this is going to be harmful to her, I don't want to do that to her. Right. And so Tori did a stream and was like, Aaron, grow up. It was the most beautiful stream. Her words were beautiful. She was very classy. And she just said, she was like, Aaron, go be a good boy and stop creating drama. And he jumped into her stream and super chatted her $10 and said something like, we need to talk about this. He was desperate. He was spiraling just like he's doing now. He showed it and everyone saw it. And she said, we don't need to talk about anything. I can make up my own mind. And Reese is a friend of mine. Like, it was beautiful. It was kind. And it was just no smoke and mirrors, Aaron. Like, the jig is up for you, Marilyn, and all of your weird posse harem of people. None of us are lying. Like, we're willing to come on camera and talk about it. Right. He wanted to go on stream with her. Yes. I think so. He said we need to talk about it, Angie Mo. So I didn't know if that meant in real time on stream or behind the scenes, but he was certainly trying to manipulate Tori. No question. He was like, he said it. He was like, we have to help Tori. We got to get Reese away from Tori. He wants me isolated. He does not want me with working with other women. For whatever reason, I'm incredibly threatening and powerful to Aaron, but with other women, I scare the shit out of him. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, but we will continue to work with women. I'm not going to back down. He can put out all the documentary and stockumentary and mockumentaries that he wants. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm not afraid of him. There's zero fear up against Aaron Smith Levin. He is an absolute nobody to me. Reese, I always thought he doxed you on purpose because he never apologized to you for ruining your life back then. That's very telling, DNB. He didn't. He doubled down. He was just like, yeah, I mean, behind the scenes, he definitely was calling me and he was like, you know, you lost him. Let it go. Let's do a stream. I mean, he was very like just black and white about it. It was very ugly. Thank you for your super chat, DNB. That was very kind of you. Yeah, she did. She was like, you need to sit all the way down. Yeah, she did. Tori was very like, but she wasn't rude to him. She was just like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I don't need you. See, that's the thing is he doesn't think women should be. Hey, Bitsy, he doesn't believe that women should be using their voices. He doesn't believe, hey, Just Jen, that women should. I think he's almost like women should have pimps. They should have a boss. Like they can't just be out running their own lives. Oh, no, no, no. Right. We got to have somebody telling them what to do and pulling the strings. Yeah. And Tori, having throat problems, it doesn't hurt, but like I think I'm pushing my voice too much lately. And I talk a lot during the day now. And I need to figure out a way to not talk as much because I do this. But I have to blow my nose again. Hold on. You know what else I think it is? I have like a post nasal drip thing going on from my allergies and it's dripping into my throat. Aaron doesn't own YouTube and he needs to stop pretending he does. He'll never stop. And we will continue to laugh at it. When I think of Aaron, the term petulant child flashes in my brain. Absolutely. He is. Tori is like you. She won't put up with the bullshit or cult behavior. She sees right through him. I agree with that. He is spiraling big time. The fact that you and Nora and Lindsay are friends and stream together is revenge enough against him and Marilyn. Love and support the three of you. Thank you so much, Sue D. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, there's no going back at this point. And it's on full display. It's on full display. I absolutely saw it. I just think it's really interesting to go back, and this is why I love about time passing. All this stuff has happened. You can go back and look. You can see it for your own eyes. He flipped the fuck out when I was friends with Tori. I did one stream. I still only did one stream, except for her birthday last week. I popped in for what, a minute and a half and told her happy birthday. I did one stream with Tori, and Aaron acts like we bought a house together and she added me to her will. I did one fucking stream, and he couldn't handle it. He came apart at the seams. He lost his shit during that stream. No, Nurse Teal. As far as I know, nobody else doxed people through the Aftermath Foundation. Hey, Joan Marie, during that stream, he texted Tori and said, why are you working with the enemy? Do you see how much this guy like tries to operate behind the scenes and do damage behind the scenes? Unfortunately, it just doesn't. It always floats to the surface. Yeah, and then I met her in LA. Thank you, Abdazzle. And if she had, it would have been her business, not his. Speaking of Tori, her birthday stream was so special. The respect given to her from so many different people was cool. I'm glad you jumped in. I was honored to be asked to come on. I mean, that was an invite only type of thing, Debbie Zito. And it was an honor to me to be able to go on and tell her happy birthday. I thought she looked incredible. Tori is beautiful. I think she's so pretty. She's just a beaming light. Hey, Quirkalophagus. I think Tori is an incredible person. I think she's made a huge strides and dents in the realm of Scientology since she's been out. And I just think she is unstoppable. And she thinks for herself. That is not the type of woman that Aaron wants existing. He wants us off of YouTube. She's very much a badass. He wants me, Nora, Tori, and Lindsay gone off of YouTube. And it showed very clearly when he flipped out on Tori for that. And she, so much so that she had to come out and speak the truth. She was like, Aaron, stop what you're doing. And I appreciated her doing that very, very much, by the way. In the short time I went into that community when he was in jail, I was blown away by the control in that community. I was blocked on 4 channels for respectful questions. His mod control the agenda. Bingo. Hugely. There will be no questioning. Like, Krusty Rabbit is absolutely telling the truth here, guys. This is not the only person who has said this. You cannot question Aaron. You cannot question his community. You will be blocked. You will absolutely. He blocked Tori. She said that. That was her other thing on that stream she did. The same stream. She said, you blocked me on your stream. He blocked me a long time ago. I haven't even spoken, and he went and blocked me. You cannot ask questions or you will be blocked, right? That is eerie and deeply uncomfortable. That's one of the reasons I love my mods, because they know how everything works and how I want my channel structured, right? My mods have a huge impact on my channel. They represent this channel and the creator, right? So mods are extremely important on who you choose to work with and how they do it. And hey, Mord Weasel Music. Hey, Verba Boss. Aaron liked me until I started thinking for myself and questioning him. Absolutely, DNB. Hey, Aspire. My mods know I have zero tolerance. I will never, ever, ever be known for what I just said, right? People are allowed to come in here and question me. People are allowed to come in here and say, hey, I disagree with you. That behavior, those questions, and those types of comments will not get deleted. I will never be known for a channel that's like, yeah, you can go see Reese over there, but don't disagree with her or you'll be blocked. I will never be known for that. You disgust me and you tell me everything I need to know about you if you do that on your channel. If that's your behavior, you've got shit to hide, my friend. And that is not, hey, Cindy Swizz, hey, Pat, that is not how I run my channel. And if you notice, Marilyn will block anybody that asks a question. Yes. And she'll not just block, she'll go back to the cult of Reese, fuck off, right? Like, there is no room for questions. Zero. It is an echo chamber, right? My mods know that's the one thing that will piss me off. I will get pissed off if people start deleting or getting rid of comments or timing people out for asking questions, even if it's rude. You can't come in here attacking me and going, you're a fat cunt, right? Delete and block, right? Like, you've got no purpose here. Oh, Brenda's view, I think absolutely Aaron could be working with Scientology. Let me ask you this. Did he destroy the movement? If you were Scientology and you were going to pay someone to just make everybody start fighting with each other, attacking one another, destroying the movement, what would you do? You'd pay someone to do exactly what's happening. It started out like, hey, I want to platform everyone. I want to bring the more channels, the better. Hey, Reese, come on to my channel and let's build your channel. And then all of a sudden he knocked it the fuck down like Jenga, right? Like, isn't that thing where you build a tower? Dominoes, if you will. He knocked it and destroyed it all down. If I was Scientology and I wanted to pay somebody to get everybody infighting, and I wanted to pay someone to just get everyone to, instead of going after Scientology, attacking the shit out of each other, kicking people off the internet, that's what I would do. Let's put it that way. That's the playbook, right? But yeah, no, guys, just so we're clear on that, I click on hate. When people come into the comments and go, so tell us about the long con or whatever, I don't avoid that. I don't go, oh, I don't take questions, right? And I won't answer something if I don't want to answer something. Oh my God, the lightning just flashed crazy. I will not allow my mods to do that, because I will not be a channel that's known for not being allowed to come in here and question or disagree with me. You cannot do that on Aaron's channel or Marilyn's channel. You cannot come in. I watched them delete comments left and right yesterday. I kept clicking on the comments of Marilyn's documentary, and there were people going, "This doesn't make any sense. This isn't adding up. I don't understand that." Gone. If you didn't say, "Damn, Marilyn, this is some good shit. This is some Steven Spielberg shit," you were not welcome there. I saw people going, "I have a question." Gone. What does that tell you? Controlling the narrative. That's what that tells you. 3.5 years, I've felt open to ask questions and anything. Yes, Sassy, and thank you for being a member and thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, I love how they say, like, I'm this big liar, but you can't question these guys. They won't speak to it. They won't even speak to it, right? You can't ask Marilyn a question. She will go, but Reese, right? Misdirect, smoke and mirrors. Same with Aaron. He will not speak to anything. It's deleted and blocked. Yeah, Sue D. I wouldn't have any doubt in my mind that he's being paid by Scientology. Jojo, that's hilarious. If we all agreed with everyone 100% of the time, it would be a boring world with no personal growth. Questioning makes us think, well, Krusty Rabbit, I completely agree with that. But like, I even like being challenged. That's why oftentimes I will say, and I'm very mindful when I say it, what do you guys think of that? And I said, am I wrong? What did I say 20 minutes ago? Don't just agree with me. Don't just put a 1 in the chat because I think it. I want your true answer to it. Do you think his outing me was intentional? But I want you to really think about the answer to that question because I don't want you to just go, "Yes, Reese, I agree with you." I want your real answer to that, right? I don't have a problem with people who come at me. I'm not afraid of hate. I can take it. That's one of the reasons Marilyn's racist friends don't go live. You ever notice that? The knife order guy, he doesn't do lives. Why? Because he would get eaten alive and he can't handle the criticism. He cannot, there's no way he could withstand. Could you see that guy going live for 2 hours? With his racist tattoos and Hail Hitler? No. So he's the same thing. He deletes all of the hateful comments. I've seen it. He deletes questions. He does not let people on his channel who don't agree with him. It's the exact same thing. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to lose power. It's quite a storm. Will you do a stream with Nora about the group of guys? If I do lose power and the stream cuts out, it's just the storm, and I'll hopefully see you in an hour on with Tommy. Will you do a stream with Nora about the group of Facebook Scientology? Oh yeah, we're going to definitely stream that, Iwa. They had Aaron bring everyone to ruin their character and get them off the internet forever. Yeah, that is what has happened to Sterling. Sterling is a great example because, yeah, Buffy, because they trashed the shit out of him. Did anybody see that? I don't really want to direct you to go see it. They trashed the shit out of him. I did not watch the whole thing. I saw part of it, and I think they called him a monster. Are you serious? Like, that is such a good example, right? They trashed him. They have to stomp out anyone who is no longer under their control. That's all that's happening here, right? Like, you see his group of people that he lifts up and he promotes, and then the ones who don't agree with him anymore are crazy. Notice how we're all crazy, right? Yeah, Sue, I loved Sterling. I still love Sterling. I don't know anything about Sterling's life. I follow him on Instagram and I see that he's doing well. He looks really happy. The cool thing about Sterling was he is not going to be under anybody's control. So much that he didn't need to be on YouTube. He has an amazing life. He has an amazing career. He doesn't give two shits about that. And he is a true man. He didn't need to stand up to Aaron. Aaron is a 3-year-old throwing a temper tantrum going, "You can't get more attention than me," right? That's all this is. And Sterling was like, "Bye. I don't need this. I don't care." He travels the world. Sterling's happy. I think the same thing went on with Mike Brown. I don't know Mike as well, and I don't want to speak for him, but what I saw was like, I don't need this shit, right? Like, I don't need your drama. You're throwing a temper. Like, I don't need any of that. I agree with that, Krusty Rabbit. Sterling was the most put together of the whole group. Yeah, his career seemed to be flourishing. Yeah, he's successful on his own. I thought the doxing was by accident, but over time I can see that he's really like and think you were no longer of use. So Aaron was happy to dox you. Yeah. I want you, Nora, Liz, Gail, Dylan, would love Mike Brown in there. And if you could convince Sterling to do a game night, I would like, and none of these people would agree to it. Hey, Mad Drop, I would like to do a panel. I would like to have all the people you just named, right? Nora, Liz, Gail, Dylan, Liz Ferris, Laura FM, Serge, Sterling. I would like to have all of us on, not to trash Aaron. That wouldn't be the purpose, but to come on and just go, none of us are enemies. Like, I think that there was a whole misunderstanding because Aaron got me to hate Nora. Like, he told me all kinds of horrible things about Nora before I ever met her. He also got me to hate Lindsay before I ever even knew what she looked like. Literally, I didn't know who Lindsay was. He called me one day out of the blue and was like, listen, I got to tell you this because it's going to come out. It's going to be a whole thing. This woman's fucking nuts. He was like, she's a lush. She's a drunk. She's crazy. He was like, she pops pills. She's insane. And I was like, why are you telling me this? And he was like, because it's going to come out. He was like, it's going to come out. And basically, I need you to be on my side and support me before like you make any other decisions. And I was like, yeah, I don't do that. So if I meet her, if she comes across my path, which I was like, why would I even meet her? I was like, what do I have to do with this? That's how insane and concerned, right? Like, he's got to have everything locked up tight. And he knows that like, this isn't going to be a wild card and that's not going to be a wild card. He has to control the narrative before it even gets out, is basically what has happened. So I was like, I remember saying that to him. I was like, why would I even meet her? She lives in Florida. I was like, what? He was like, she's fucking nuts. That's what you need to know. He was like, she's fucking crazy. And if she comes across your path, he was like, you need to know she's fucking crazy. And I was like, okay. And then he did the same thing when he threw that woman into a wall. He called me and told me that story before the story broke. And he cried on the phone. He was like, and my foot split open and she was so abusive to me and she was trying to hit me and she said that she was going to call the police and all this crazy shit. It's like, man, you just always getting yourself into this shit. I said that to him. I was like, we got another crazy one now? Well, there's more crazy. Why do these crazy ass women flock to you? Little did we know, he didn't mention the part where he threw her into a building, right? Patterns? I think so. I've asked questions that have changed topic of the night. Yes, you have. Sometimes dirty. I remember that. But we all had fun, positivity, and acceptance. And no, we're not hiding anything. This isn't cringy over here. You don't feel uncomfortable over here because we're not hiding anything. And we can go anywhere. It goes where it goes. That's another reason, Sassy. Thank you for your super chat. When I used to stream with Aaron, he would say, yes, Jan, he would say, what are we talking about? What are going to be the talking points? And I would always go, oh, I don't know. Who cares? Let's just wing it. And he'd go, absolutely fucking not. Like, he'd get mad about that. He actually hung up on me a long time ago because he goes, call me when you actually have a fucking topic. Otherwise, no. Why? Why do you think that is? Because he has to know. He has to control the fucking narrative. He can't have me asking him or doing something where he didn't know that was going to happen. He has to have every single thing. He's a control fucking freak, right? Everyone Aaron falls out with is nuts, according to Aaron. Yep. Sterling was a monster. Notice that he really only attacks women. He's comfortable attacking women, but Sterling was somehow a monster, right? And I don't know if you remember this, but I just thought of this. When I first was going to go to Clearwater, I had not met him in person yet. Tommy, he went raging, furious, mad at Tommy because Tommy went live and said he didn't support the way that Aaron was protesting. And Aaron was doxing police officers. That was way back when. This was years ago. And I didn't even watch the stream, but apparently Aaron did, right? Because he controls everything. And he went live and said, I don't support him doxing police officers like that. It's not right. Aaron called me. This is a true story. I was like, holy shit. I was standing in my bathroom in Kansas City, like with my jaw to the floor, screaming at me. And he was like, you will not come to fucking Clearwater. He was like, you won't step foot. He was like, you might as well cancel your fucking plane tickets. You're not coming here. He was like, I will not allow you to come here if you don't go live and tell everybody that you don't support that. And I was like, don't support what? He goes, that you support how I protest. He was like, your little fucking boy toy just went live and said that he doesn't support the way I protest. And he was like, you will not come to Clearwater unless you go live right now and say, I disagree with Tommy. I agree with how Aaron does it. Not kidding. Screaming at me. And he was screaming so hard that I get triggered when people scream like that and I go blank. This is a real thing for me. I think it's a mechanism from my bull baiting, because that's what they do when they bull bait, they scream. So I got so confused that I said that. I was standing in my bathroom and I was like, when people scream, I just shut down. And I went, I don't understand. I kept saying that. I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And he was like, he said this, he goes, are you fucking retarded? He was like, why are you not listening? He was like, you will go live and tell the world you support the way I do it and not how Aaron does it, or you will never come to Clearwater. And I was like, I don't understand. I just was like shut down mode. I was like, I don't get it. And he was like, that's because you're fucking stupid. He was like, shut your mouth and listen to me, screaming at me. And I'm not going to say whether or not I recorded that call. I'm not going to say whether or not I recorded any of those calls, but he was screaming at me. So then I do too, Nancy. So then what did I do? You can go back and find it. I said, what do I do? And he said, you're going to go fucking live with Tommy and you're going to tell Tommy that you don't agree with it. And I did. You can go watch it. I went live on Tommy's channel. I think we simul streamed it. And I said, I looked at the camera like a hostage. And I said, I don't agree with the way you do it. I support the way Aaron does it. Like, it was so obvious that I was just like, What do you think his women are doing right now? How do you think they're being treated? Marilyn, all these women, that's what's going on. I was just one of them at the time. And I went live and I was like, I believe in Aaron Smith Levin and how he supports and protests. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I literally did that. I texted him after the live and I said, I did it. I hope you approve. And he did this. He gave a thumbs up. That happened. That's a true story. That's one of many. I haven't shared all the stories of him screaming at me. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. He was screaming at me. Like, I couldn't process it. That's how much he was screaming at me. I was just like, I don't understand. I remember I kept saying that. I was like, so what am I going to do? And he was like, are you fucking retarded? I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I just was like, I'm not processing, because it's hard for me to process when someone's just like, he was screaming. That's no other way to put it. Did he try to get me to break up with Tommy? Yes. He called me. It was the last phone call I think I had with Aaron. And he told me I need to stop streaming with Tommy. I need to break up with Tommy. Tommy's very dangerous. He said Marilyn did a bunch of like intel on Tommy, and he's a rapist and he's a nutcase and he has rage issues and he's going to come after me. And I was like, what? And he was like, yes. He was like, he's evil. He's insane. And I was like, I don't agree with that. And the same thing happened. And I don't know if I recorded that or not, but that was another one where he went from 0 to 100. He was like, you're not fucking listening to me. He was like, you need to fucking stop streaming with Tommy. He's fucking crazy. And he was like, you're fucking stupid for not listening to me. And I was like, I don't understand. I was like, that's not the person that I know. And he just went the fuck off. So yes, I don't think behavior has changed. I think he still treats everybody in his circle that way. I forgot about those conversations. I had no intention of talking about those tonight, but it was very triggering, and he definitely wanted me away from Tommy. And I'd love to go back and find that stream. It still exists. I would love, you know what? I'm going to try. I'd love to go back and find the stream where I was like, I support Aaron Smith Levin. I was like, I don't agree with what you said, Tommy. I agree with Aaron. It was wild. It was wild. This is what those poor women are having to deal with right now. Why do you think that Natalie is a hostage? Like I don't feel sorry for Natalie. She's done her own damage, but I absolutely believe these guys are all in on this shit. This is the unusual exception to the ignore them and they will go away. After all this time, they keep coming and getting worse. It is sad. It is sad. Angie Mo, I'll have to look and see how long ago. And Debbie, I love you. Thank you for being here. I wish we could have chatted on the Zoom call. Thank you for the super chat. I was in my basement in Kansas City when that happened. I would have to go back and look, like maybe we titled it something about protesting. It was right around during that when he was in LA doing all that protesting. Hey, Kathy. Money for a plane ticket. Thank you, Jenny Jin. That's so nice. Thank you. Here's to having thoughts and feelings of our own. That's what I mean. He can't stand that we're free. Me, Lindsay, and Nora, he's raging over this. And who do you think he's raging to? Probably Angie Mo, right? Who do you think he's raging to? His women. That's what I'm saying. Like, I bet when Aaron isn't live, he's just punching holes in the walls. Like, he is an absolute insane rager. I've seen it. He's nuts. I've heard it. I've seen it. And so it's worth losing thousands of subs. It's worth anything. It's worth being free. Hey, Kat, I'm free. He can't handle it. Like, he cannot stand it, right? He wants to cage every single person, and I don't. You do your own thing. I don't care. Thank you for being a member, Joan Marie. And he can't stand that we're happy. Lindsay's happy she's sober. That's his biggest thing he loves to do. When he trashes Lindsay live, what does he say? She's a junkie. She's a drunk. She's an alcoholic. He thinks those things are going to hurt her and make her relapse. Nope. Not on our watch. She's sober and she's in the group and we love her and she's not going anywhere, right? She's an amazing woman. She's strong, independent. She's used her voice and she's clean, right? We love Lindsay. And she's not fucking going anywhere. She's flourishing. She's blooming. We're all blooming. We're being watered because we're watering ourselves. He can't fucking stand that. You know who else can't stand that? Marilyn, right? She can't fucking stand it. Nora is free to do and say whatever she wants. So am I. I've never been happier. Keep putting out documentaries. Keep putting out all this crazy shit. Because no matter what, I will be free. You can get everybody to hate me. I'll still be free, right? I still would not exchange that or trade in my fucking freedom and go back under the what's the word I'm thinking of? Dictatorship of Aaron, right? So you can get everyone to leave my channel. You can put out new receipts and fabricated text messages or whatever you got next. I'm still free. Makes no difference. If all these people are so horrible, terrible, hateful, monstrous, then who is the common denominator in all of this? Aaron. People aren't willing to look at that because they think he's a good guy. He's not a good person. I thought he was a good person too. So I'm with you there. For the people who think that, I'm with you. I thought he was a good guy. But I'm sorry, the colors have changed. He has exposed who he really is. And you have to not rely on what you originally saw, right? That's a new lesson for me this week. Not relying on what I was taught. It's the same thing. I can't rely on the knowledge I had 3 years ago on Aaron because unfortunately that has changed. So I have to assess it in new time. Thank you, Joanne, for your super chat. Alana, Reese, you took the high roads for so long about this, but I applaud you for finally fighting back against the source of the chaos. Thank you. I did take the high road for a very long time. But if you want me to be totally honest, I was terrified of Aaron. So I don't know that I would call it the high road, Alana. And thank you for your super chat. I was terrified that he was going to destroy me and my channel. I was scared he was going to come out with receipts and truth bombs. And when I say that, I mean the shit that they've come out with, right? To show how terrible of a person I am and two-faced and evil and a monster and crazy, God forbid, right? I was really afraid of that. He fair games people just like Scientology does. So I was afraid of that. There was this fear, at the time I had Bunny Foo. At the time I had PIs, if you recall, sitting outside my house. Scientology at that time had hired private investigators and they were sitting there with cameras. They were following me and Jeff. They were fair gaming us. And I was terrified at the time. I thought, I don't want to fall out of line with Aaron because he made it clear in his kitchen that day with Sterling. He was like, well, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not quitting my board. And I was like, oh, holy shit. I am a slave. I am a slave to this, right? I couldn't even do the content I wanted to do because he was calling me flipping out, going, you will do this or you do not pass go. I was like, oh shit. I was definitely in his warpath more than once. Sunshine brightens the darkness and makes everything radiate and grow. Bunny Fufu, it's good to see you. I feel like I've kind of missed you the last few streams. Thank you for saying that. I agree very much. And light will cast out the shadows. Keep up that woman bond, ladies. Sit down, Aaron. I like that, Donna Cupa. Thank you. And we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And thank you for your super chat, Donna. That was very kind. Beautiful statement. Kim is Blue. Reminder, you are never in trouble. And also people are nuts. The high road can be lonely. Sometimes you got to dip into their level and crack a few skulls. I love you, Alicia. People come into your life for a reason, a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Aaron was here for a reason. We have this community, but he is dismissed now. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to reread it. People come into your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. This is true, guys. Aaron was here for a reason. We have this community, but he is dismissed now. Aaron did a great thing for me and my child. I can't overlook that. And I'm not going to trash him and smear him just because he's a dick now. Like what he did, while I think was intentional, saved my life. Lost a lot of people, right? People I'll miss forever. There's pain and you don't go through growth without pain, right? But what he did for me was he saved me there. But he turned into be a rotten person to the core, right? And it's very, very much on display right here and right now. And I think this is Aaron circling the drain. Yeah, Bunny Fufu. Aaron left the Scientology, but brought Scientology with him. And maybe he doesn't realize that, which is sad, to be honest. It is Krusty Rabbit Hole. And I've said this. He's in his 40s. He's young. There's still time for Aaron. Like, I believe that there could be a chance that maybe in 10 years he will mature, maybe do some work on himself, reflect, take some accountability and go, shit, I need to change, right? I need to change. I think that could happen. It happens. It also doesn't happen. I don't know. I won't be around for it to see. I don't care. I don't follow him. I don't care. People underestimate the importance of freedom. Watering yourselves, but also watering each other when needed. Beautifully said. I knew Aaron was bad, but today I think I'm coming to know how unhinged he really is. I agree with this. I think I'm in the same boat as you right now. I knew he was bad. I didn't really realize how bad. And I think I'm seeing it just like you are, baby steps in real time. And she says, another example of beauty from ashes. Yes. That's really, really telling and good wisdom, baby steps. Thank you for the super chat. Scientology has no fear for its future. When David Miscavige leaves, Aaron can step in. He's the best dictator Scientologist. I agree with that. Yeah. Oh, Kelly, Lord, what a cool thing to say. What a good way of putting that. He did a good thing for the wrong reason. It backfired. To be honest, it backfired. Everything, and not just in my path with Aaron. Nora, Lindsay, like this, everything he's done has backfired as far as like, they're crazy, right? Like Kelly Copter, we see you, right? This is not like we see that you are a soldier for Aaron. You don't even know Tommy. Kelly Copter is so telling to me because it's like, oh my God, he really does have they have their marching orders. Kelly has her marching orders. She's got no skin in this game. Kelly Copter has 0 dogs in this hunt. And yet she comes out magically today telling everyone to go watch this documentary on Tommy. You got nothing to do with this. Nothing, right? You are just following orders. She's a fake ass phony. She absolutely is, Shelly. But it's telling. They are telling on themselves. I would not be the least bit surprised if sometime this weekend Natalie drops it and goes, everybody should go see this. It's really good. It's informative. Like, Natalie style. Like, I'm not trying to be hurtful. I'm going to do it in a very backwards way, right? So that it's crafty and cunning. We see you guys, right? We see that you have your marching orders. It's obvious. Aaron screwed himself yesterday by posting it and putting it out. It didn't get enough views. It didn't get enough seen, right? I think they're shocked by that. It got 3,000 views, guys. That's not very much. I really think they thought this was going to hit like 10 to 12,000 by today. It's the same recycled shit. Nobody cares. Even the people who don't like Tommy don't give a shit. They don't care. He's off living in Ecuador. He's doing his thing. He's talking about true crime. He's not bothering anybody. He's done his time. He went to prison for bank robbery. What happened in 1986? She was 15. He was 16. Like, it's done. It is done. It's been done. It's over. And it's very obvious that Aaron is doing a direct hit at me through Tommy, who has nothing to do with Aaron, has nothing to do with that community. Kelly Copter, really? Yeah, Tommy's off doing yoga happily on a beach. He doesn't give a fuck about any of these people. He hasn't lost a subscriber over this. He texted me that today. He goes, this hasn't damaged me in any way. No one gives a shit. People have divided at this point. The people who hate Tommy hate Tommy. The people who don't. It's divided. It's done. You guys are kicking a dead horse. You're an amazing person and have helped us create a beautiful community. I love you, Liz. Thank you, my friend. And Aaron, time to be quiet and go lay by your dish. Go sit down. Like Tori said, what did she say? Like, be a good boy. Like, she's like, stop this. I love you, Liz. I really do. And thank you for saying that. And thank you for being my friend. Interesting, just Jen. Joan Marie, pocket change for your trip. I will use it for that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Tommy was honest about his past. They are disgraceful. Tommy has changed. Tommy wasn't even around. Tommy has changed his, where did you put that? Where is that? Paid his crimes and now he's changed his life. People need to be given second chances. Well, I have a question. Isn't Aaron like going to court right now for assault or battery? Didn't he throw a woman into a wall? Didn't Jenna say that he was physically abusive and like held her down? He was abusive to Lindsay. Like, really, ladies? Are we going to ignore that? Why are they trying to tether themselves to Tommy? I think because it makes them not look at Aaron. He's on probation. Okay. Love you, 3 Strong Women Unified. Love you too, Robin Miners. And thank you for being a member. He only acts manly and violent around women. He is a coward. Raymond, I said that yesterday. He's absolutely weak. Aaron ran for the hills when Tommy showed up in Clearwater. Do you remember this? Tommy came to Clearwater. I was cheating on my husband to have sex with Tommy. And while I don't condone cheating, and I wish I hadn't done that, I really did have a hell of a time. He showed me a hell of a time. But I texted Aaron and said, Tommy's here. And he was like, I'm sick. I gotta go. Tommy is terrified of men. Aaron is terrified of men. Aaron was not going to be anywhere near Tommy. He'll be all around women, right? He doesn't ever, he's overpowers women. He's scared shitless of men. He's a total fucking coward. Yeah, he threw a woman into a wall, Raymond. What does Heather know? I have no idea. I feel sorry for Heather. I don't know anything about her. Mama Brooke, do you think that Natalie's allegiance to Aaron is tied to the bond that Tony and Aaron created before Tony? Honestly, I don't know the answer to that. I wouldn't begin to know the answer to that. I think that he either has something on Natalie, but I don't know that that's true either. I think that no, I got sick, Marissa Martin, from the Starbucks, but suddenly Aaron was there protesting. He was in Clearwater downtown when I texted that Tommy was here, and he went home. He was like, I can't be here. So it was just awfully interesting timing, is what I'm saying. Kathleen, what was I just saying? Oh, Natalie. I don't know if he has something on Natalie. I honestly just think Natalie is super complicit. And I think that Natalie, I think she thinks she needs him. I think she thinks that in order for her to run her channel, she has to hook up with Aaron and do streams with Aaron. And I think that Aaron is her boss. Like I think like he was for all of us. Like I was scared of him too. He ran my show as well. And I don't mean this show, I mean in life. He just made me very uncomfortable. He told me what I was going to do, right? He told me in the car that Marilyn will never come for me because, hey, Abby Miller, because he calls the shots with Marilyn. He said that. He said, Marilyn will never do content on anyone without me approving it first. And then he said, she also will never do content on anyone who's on my board. Right. Unlike many ex-Scientologists, you have taken your liabilities, bad things from Scientology, and have made those things into your assets. Interesting. That's a neat comment. Thank you, Susan LeBlanc. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your super chat. Marilyn keeps answering questions with the usual glass houses and stones. Marilyn is throwing stones in her glass house all the time. Yes. Yeah, I don't know much about behind the scenes with Natalie. I know that he said when I was in Clearwater, he was taking a break from Jenna. And he told me that Natalie is basically Jenna's handler. Like he said, I have to get Natalie to talk Jenna off ledges all the time. I have to get Natalie to calm Jenna down because she's so fucking crazy. He said that to me. He called Jenna crazy nonstop when I was there. He was like, she's absolutely fucking nuts. And I got to get Natalie on the phone to get Jenna on the phone to calm her down so that we can come back to reality. He said that. So I think that there's also that like weird triangulation there, but I could be wrong. At this point, things might have changed. I don't know the answer to that at this point in time. Tommy scares the shit out of Aaron. Absolutely, he does. Aaron would never say, hey, Miriam. It goes with a lot of these tough guys on YouTube, though, like the knife hoarder. None of these guys would ever say this shit in front of Tommy. Never. Never. Tommy would never, ever, ever. They wouldn't get the word cunt out, and Tommy would be taking care of business. These guys are absolutely total cowards online, right? But they won't say it to anybody's face unless it's a woman, right? They'll tear down women. They're totally fearless of women. Natalie cares about money. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think that's very, very true. She told me that more than once. That's why we streamed mostly on her channel, because she said my people could bring the super chats to her channel. So I think Natalie absolutely, and to be fair, we're all here to make money. P. Taylor, she said she's coming back. Natalie did a short like a week ago, and it was very strange because she was reading. She made it look like she was speaking from her own mind. But if you go, I went and looked at it today again. She's reading. You can see her eyes reading. It's very subtle, but you can see her reading. It's like some AI thing. I'm not sure, but it was really creepy after I watched it again. I was like, is this supposed to be like she's pawning this off as her own original content? But she's reading something and you could see it. It was like a commercial. It was weird. Aaron said he got sick from the Starbucks drink. He did. But what I'm saying is, I got sick too, but I still went down there and streamed. He was still streaming. He was still openly streaming. And magically, Tommy showed up and he was like, I got to go home. And he never came back out. I still was there streaming. We were still walking around. Tommy showed up and he was suddenly not able to be there anymore. So yes, we both drank something at Starbucks and it gave me the shits and it made me sick. But we were still there. It wasn't like couldn't be there. He was there, is all I'm saying. And then suddenly Tommy showed up and he was like, bye, I'm out of here. All I'm saying is, guys, I think I've processed this enough. I think that I've seen, and please, while you're here, just go see if you're subscribed. Like, I'm probably going to lose a lot of subscribers. I've said this. I have a strong feeling that Aaron is going to be doing some major hate on me now that I'm talking about him. She may have written the script herself, but she can't talk off the cuff. Yeah, Natalie has a hard time talking off the cuff. How does Jenna handle his anger? I have no idea. I mean, I think she can probably handle it pretty well. She's an ex-Scientologist. I had a very angry ex-husband that raged. I could handle it. I don't want to. I'll never put up with that kind of behavior again. But I think Jenna probably is smart enough and knows how to deal with it for sure. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Apparently, Marilyn already put out something on me. They're gonna come for me pretty hard at this point. I think. I have a feeling. I've said enough about Aaron that he's definitely going to punish me for this in some way, some unimaginable way in his mind. And he'll either do it through his channel if he's bold enough, or he will do it through Natalie's channel. I think they're going to start using Natalie, or he will do it, of course, through Marilyn. He'll continue to use Marilyn, but he's going to need backups. He's going to need more people on his side doing this to make. That's how you do a smear campaign. You get a lot of people on your side to go, I noticed it too. Did you notice it too? Yeah, she said it to me too. Like they're going to try to plant seeds of doubt. Yes, there will be a members only stream probably coming up. She did one last night. Marilyn did. They're going to try, and we're the grifters, by the way. Those members only streams are behind paywalls, but we're the grifters, right? But I think that they're going to start planting major seeds of doubt. I think they're going to start with the new receipts. They're probably going to come out with some new truths. So if you wouldn't mind, just hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. I am here for it. I'm not afraid of it. Yes. I did. Yeah, have fun. Have fun with that because it's already the patterns are set and we see it, right? We see it. It's too late for him. This is very, very obvious. He won't do it on his channel because he's trying to make it squeaky clean post his court case. I agree. Yesterday was so Jekyll and Hyde, Mad Drop. It was insane. He was like, hey, everybody, go over and watch this documentary. It's very telling. And he was in the audience making fun of Nora's dead father. That's the real Aaron. Like he was so excited, like a kid, to go over there and be his real self because Mad Drop is right. He can't do it on his channel right now. He's trying to be squeaky clean. Personally, it stresses me out big time. Kim is blue, babe, was like, meanwhile, Tommy's doing yoga on the beach. Meanwhile, Tommy's living his best fucking life, eating ceviche and doing yoga and just chilling the fuck out. Like Tommy has it made in the shade, I promise. Ecuador is a beautiful place. It's incredible. And this isn't affecting him. He hasn't even lost a sub over it. Natalie's channel has become an advertising channel for Aaron. She introduces a topic and then directs people to see more on Aaron's channel. See? Like piece it together. It's obvious, right? We got Kelly Copter coming out of nowhere being like, Tommy is a scary man. What the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Like nobody listens to you. What are you talking about? You don't even know him. You're just following your marching orders and it's a little obvious. Yeah, Christy Nicole, when Marilyn posted videos of me and tagged me, I gained 100 subs. Yes. It's backfiring. Hey, Roberta. Reese, you're such a strong man, magnificent badass. Thank you. I love you too, Tiffany. That's such a nice thing to say. I don't know that I agree with that, but I'm just not afraid. I'm not afraid of any of this. Are you going to do a YouTube documentary after you watching a stockumentary like Marilyn? Attacking behind a paywall is a coward's move. If they want to say it and stop it. They're not being a coward. They're being smart. They're making money on it, right? Like, I know it's also cowardice, but they're also, if you guys want the tea, you got to pay. I told you this. Where is it? Where's my little bookmark thing that I've been using? Oh, God, I just made a huge mess. Here it is. Tickets. Get your tickets. $30 a pop. If you want to hear the tea on Aaron and Marilyn. Tickets. Come on. Very grifty. Yes, but we are the grifters. We're the High Plains grifters. They're not documentaries. They're stockumentaries. Happy birthday to my love. Happy birthday, babe. Tommy and I are doing a stream in 30 minutes, 31 minutes to be exact, on Colton Crims. Didn't Reese force us to give her nudes? I think that did happen once. Why would anybody pay to hear a bunch of gossip? Jan, I'm with you. I am so with you. It's really bizarre. Tommy and Reese have so much tea on Aaron that they don't say. It's true. It's true. I'm not going to share a lot of things that Aaron has said to me. And like I said, I don't know if I've recorded or not recorded. I'd have to go through my recordings to see. Now, I won't play them if I do have any recordings because it's a two-party consent state. But I do have questions, I guess. Like, I might want to get Aaron's permission. If I'm such a liar about everything, like, could I get his permission to play some of these recordings if I have any? I don't know if I have any on Aaron, but if I did, I wonder if he would let me play them because he's squeaky clean, right? Like, there's nothing to worry about. Hey, Penny Rogers. I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask him if we could get his permission if I were to have anything. I don't know if I do. To be honest, I don't. I might have deleted them, but I have other recordings on other people. I just wondered. Hey, Sherry Hicks. Are you going to let us know what is in the documentary after you watch it? Susan LeBlanc. I don't know. I'm not sure that I care enough to watch it. Yeah, they also said that the NDA thing was true. Marilyn said that I made my mods sign NDAs. Do you guys remember when we did that stream? That was a joke. Remember, I was like, I'm going to have all my mods sign NDAs. And then the whole chat it became a running joke that everybody signed NDAs. Hey, Tamber June. I'm so sorry, Tamber June. That was a joke. And Marilyn's running with that as truth, right? That's okay, Krusty Rabbit. I hope you get a good night's sleep. And thank you for supporting me. You can, and remember this, guys. You cannot spell asshole without ASL. I want a hat so bad that says that. Gnomes are not known for their intelligence. They're not burdened by deep thought. That's for sure. Wait, there's a documentary. It's a documentary and it's garbage. And Marilyn wants to have sex with you. I said it. Fight me. Punky, Buffy wants to say goodnight to you. Do you mind, girl? We have to go feed you your Denny's and then we're going to stream again. Yeah, to call it a documentary is insane. There you go, Buffy. Quit lying, Reese. We had to sign in blood and you know it. Flesh and blood. And I wanted one of your teeth. Please stop saying that before I freak the hell out. Yeah, Tommy's really melting down over there doing yoga on the beach. Well, did you know that you were really cuddly and you smell like a hamster cage? You smell like wood chips and honey, and it's beautiful, and it's from the Lord. Love you, Punky. Really little. We're going to go eat our Dion's. Really small. Guys, I will be back tomorrow. Well, wait, I have a question. Are we cool with tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 4th, but then I realized I think that's just an American holiday. So there's non-Americans here. I feel like a lot of you probably won't be around tomorrow because you have like 4th of July parties. But then I realized that not everyone will be celebrating the 4th, right? Hey, Kim. So can I do tomorrow? Can I stream with you guys tomorrow, or do you just want to skip it? Okay. Angie Mo said she'll be here. I'll do a stream for Buffy and Angie then. And Squirrel Girl. Okay. I'll be here in the afternoon then. Please, please, please hit subscribe. I think it's important right now that we kind of support, not just me, Lindsay, Nora, Tommy, all of us. I think it's important. Krusty Rabbit, I'm subscribed to him. I really like that guy. I think that we are forming a nice community and it's making them crazy. And so I think now's the time to just continue to support each other, love each other, and keep speaking the fucking truth. I'm not afraid of a stockumentary. Are you out of your damn mind? Make 15 more. She spent a year on that garbage. Continue. By all means, we can tell that it causes you to look very youthful, Marilyn. I've never seen her look worse, by the way. She looks terrible. She looks old. She looks haggard. She looks like she's put on a ton of weight. She looks very unhealthy. So maybe you should try like just doing streams about healthy things and your own background, perhaps. Just a thought. If not, keep doubling down. Yeah, we're going to do a Colts and Crims here in about 25 minutes. So I'll see you guys over on Colts and Crims. If you come over, here's the link. If not, that's okay too. I will see everyone tomorrow. And Debbie, 22 years since your mother passed tomorrow. Love on your people. I'm sorry, Debbie. That's hard. I'm sorry. And we love you. Yeah, didn't Kelly Copter have a fuck that guy shirt on? That's crazy. Kelly Copter supports racists. Who knew? I'm shocked. Not really. Kelly Copter is a robot. Kind of looks like one too, to be honest. Okay, that's all right, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I love you guys. Thank you, mods, for being here. Speaking of Miss Sunrise Dawn, thank you. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Thank you for wishing Tommy a happy birthday. I will be over on the other channel to celebrate him. I hope the road forward leads to a positive place. It will for me. It will for Lindsay. It will for Nora. Those guys are sinking. Those guys are miserable. They're slaves. The road is already positive for me. Thank you, Tamper June. So thank you, Krusty Rabbit. I'm not worried about my future. I'm not fearful because I don't have some crazy ass psycho telling me what to do. I love you guys. And I mean it. Thank you tonight for being members, gifting memberships, super chats, your support, hitting like, hit the hype button. Most of all, hit subscribe. And thank you for your time. I mean it. Thank you for listening to me and helping me process. It means the world. Your feedback helped. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see everyone tomorrow afternoon. Here comes Fred.